The book of Judges is the seventh book in the Old Testament. In this book, we find Israel has been in 400 years. 400 years in this cycle. Some of us, we feel like we call them seasons, and they're not actually seasons. They're cycles. They were in this cycle of they would live for God. Everything was good. The same Israelites that God delivered out of Egypt, everything was good. And then they would just start kind of doing their own thing. They got focused on the what or the how, forgot their why, and then they would end up in bondage. They would end up in slavery. 400 years of this cycle taking place, forgetting their why. And when we read through Judges, we're privy to this cycle being repeated 7 times. Just because you have freedom doesn't mean you live in freedom. And so many of us stay in bondage because we keep going back to those things that we've always gone to before, and we just keep repeating this cycle in our lives. And we're like, why does this keep happening? Because you keep going back to bondage. In his life, led 300 people. God used him to deliver Israel, is now worshiping an ephod that he made. And you're like, how that could never happen to me. That could never happen. It happens to churches all over. We forget why we're doing this. And then what is it? It becomes about the building. It becomes about the name on the sign. It becomes about the bells. It becomes about the chairs. It becomes about the crosses we put up in the yard. And we totally forget that we're supposed to be the sign. We're supposed to be the bells. We're supposed to be the lighthouse. We're supposed to be the crosses that are planted. We lose focus. Just as Gideon let focus, and just like it happens to us, remember, this is a prophetic word upon your life. So please take it as that when you read Judges.